Tesla speeds up odometers to avoid warranty repairs. This is a current news article out there from Reuters. Is it Reuters or is it Reuters or Reuters? I literally don't know. I'm a little not feeling great. Now, I've actually heard this claim for years that Tesla's odometers don't work. They're speeding them up so they can avoid warranty repair on batteries. But the problem with every article that comes out on Tesla is there is a huge economy surrounded by being negative around Tesla or Elon Musk or electric vehicles. A ton of people want Tesla to fail. They hate Elon Musk and they hate electric vehicles. So anytime something negative is written about any one of those three topics, it's going to get a lot of views. A lot of people are going to want to read it to reassure their own biases or whatever, and that's fine. Now there is a civil case opened up, so I'm going to just give you all of the highlights of this. I'm also going to test this with my own vehicles. Now what's great about this is a 2020 Tesla Model Y. This is mine, and this is one of the vehicles that the plaintiff is claiming that is faulty on its miles. So I am going to drive this Tesla Model Y, this Tesla Model Y, this Tesla Model 3, my Rivian R1T, and even a Porsche Macan on the same exact loop to see if there's any mileage deficiencies. I've also tested this Tesla Model Y in the day and the night because we're talking about consumption, which I'll explain right now. So, consumption. This is the most interesting part of this claim. So the plaintiff is saying that Tesla is adding more mileage based on how aggressive you drive, and Teslas are quick, so they're penalizing you for driving them quickly. The other thing you would be penalized for, if this is true, would be if you're in really hot weather, using a ton of energy, or really cold weather and the battery is running inefficiently. They're saying if you drive 50 miles, but you use a ton of consumption or are driving fast, your odometer will say 60 or 70 miles. Now, again, I've already tested this and I did find something interesting that happened, and we'll talk about that shortly, but I just want to give you all the context here. So what this guy is saying is they're saying that Tesla is using a predictive algorithm adding more mileage than the actual odometer states. This person also said that the odometer on their 2020 Model Y he bought in December of 2022 with 36,772 miles on the clock ran at least 15% fast based on his other vehicles and driving history. And for a while, it said he drove 72 miles a day, where he said he drove no more than 20 miles. He also said his warranty ran out, and then he had a $10,000 suspension repair from Tesla. Now, I have put 2 aftermarket suspensions on my car from Unplugged Performance. A full coilover suspension with install and everything is no more than $4,000. So I'm not exactly sure how you get to $10,000 suspension repair. That seems really high. That's almost the cost of a new battery. So in my opinion, this person's mad about a repair bill that they have, and then they have this other claim. That's what I think's going on here. The court documents also show this could affect 1 million vehicles, this being one of the vehicles. Now, one of the things that's great about Teslas specifically is their battery warranty. For this new Model Y, for example, it's 8 years, 120,000 miles, and people get worried, well, what happens when the warranty comes up? And there's a company called Coverage in a Click. So I actually was reaching out to them to see if they would sponsor the channel, and at the same time, they literally reached out to me, so it was a perfect scenario. You go on their website, you type in your VIN, make, model, all that stuff, your current mileage, and you're able to select the coverage that you want on your vehicle, and they have a battery for life warranty that you can get on your electric vehicle, which I think is awesome. They run like a diagnostics test on it, and then they give you coverage for as long as you want it, unlimited mileage. And what I like about them is specifically for electric and hybrid vehicles battery protection. It gives you lifetime coverage. Your battery is protected for as long as you own the vehicle. It covers costly battery repairs and even full replacements during the OEM warranty when eligible battery only. It's available for most EVs and hybrids, including used vehicles over 75,000 miles or 6 years old with a battery report. And it's backed by A-rated insurance partners. So use code GjeebsB4L as you see it on your screen at checkout at coverageinaClick.com. I think it's worth checking out, especially if you're looking at a higher mileage used electric vehicle. But here are the results. All right, so something interesting. I'm going to show you what I found that was interesting right away, and this happened on 2 separate vehicles. So right here you can see I did a loop, I did a trip reset, and I did a loop of 54.1 miles, okay? So 54.1. I'm going to scroll over It says 54.1. And then you can see it says 54.2. Now this is the same car. This is from my Model 3 Performance, 54.2 miles. So for some reason, and again, as I was sitting there, you can see Saturday, 10:54 a.m., 10:52 a.m. A couple minutes after I parked my vehicle, for some reason, this number just went up to 54.2. So I was like, okay, whatever, that could be the car. I don't know, maybe I rocked it while it was parked and we were close to the edge. So then you can see this is my Model Y. There's the carbon fiber dash. I'll have that linked in the description. God bless. And you can see our post suspension reset, 6,100 miles on that. And then here we go. So the distance, 53.8. Again, this is the 2020 Model Y, the one they're saying is a criminal vehicle and cheats. So 53.8. So that's well within range of the other vehicle, 13.5 kilowatt hours used. And then you can see 53.8, 53.8, 53.9. So two vehicles, again, tested right back to back. Let's see, Saturday, 12:19 p.m. Again, same exact route. And for some reason, 53.9, it clicks up a tenth of a mile. So that consistently happened on two separate vehicles. There it is again, 53.8, 53.9, Saturday, 12:19 p.m., Saturday, 12:17 p.m. So just a few minutes after, they both went up a tenth of a mile. Now, I did another test at night. You can see Sunday, 9:49 p.m. This is the criminal Model Y, 53.8 miles. And this time it did not tick up in any usage. And this one had a total energy usage of 14.8 kilowatt hours. So this had significantly more usage because we were at night using the lights and everything actually consumes a decent amount more energy. But you can see the distance is still the same despite there being a higher total energy usage. And even when I checked it the next morning, it was still the same. Now, on the brand new Tesla Model Y, you can see it says 53.4 miles distance traveled. So there's that, and then 13.1 kilowatt hours. This new one, again, did not click up in distance at all. It was just 53.4 miles of usage. 53.4 miles recorded. And then we go over to the Rivian, which we tested both of these back to back, and it was 53.3 miles. So these are all within, I think, a half mile of each other in terms of accuracy. And again, we're on the road with its changing lanes back and forth, so there are going to be little discrepancies. But 53.3, and this did not click up in any distance. All right, now we're going to do a reset in the Porsche Macan. So we click here, reset since. Okay. There you go, 0.0 miles, and we're going to do the same run in the Macan to see if a gas car shows any difference. All right, just finished testing in this beautiful Macan GTS, and here are the results. 24 Model 3 Performance, 54.1 miles. 2020 Model Y, the criminal, 53.8, 53.3, 53.4. 2020 Model Y Night Vision, 53.8. In the Macan, 53.5 with little 27.8 miles per gallon return, only rated for 23, so nice job, Porsche. So there you go. I've tested, what, I don't know, 5 cars back to back to back, all on the same route, and got almost identical mileage for all of these vehicles. So in the testing that I have done, I do not see anything that cooperates with the claims that are in that case. I also think the claims are pretty extreme, or potentially the car is just faulty. Maybe that Model Y that the person has just has a faulty odometer. There's something wrong with that car specifically. To say the car is at least 15% off is a massive error, and I think this would have been reported, and I think a Tesla would have already have gone to court over this. Now, I don't know if you know me, but I'm not the husband and wife law team. I'm just, I only took comm law, and I struggled with it. So I'm not a lawyer. I just did some testing to see if the claims were true because I happened to have the vehicle that was being accused of a crime in my fleet. So that's that. Now, one thing people have been wondering is the new Model Y, does it actually get 300 miles of real world range? I drove from Phoenix to Las Vegas to see if I could make it there on one charge in this video right here. So check that out, and thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already.